Hello and welcome to another episode of FPL Expectations with me, Craig, where after game week 3, we're looking forward to game week 4. But first, we need to have a review of how our game week 3 went. Now, if we go by Twitter and have a look through the FPL community, there have been a lot of red arrows, a lot of FPL managers that have been very, very upset with the team and how the whole week and the whole season this far has panned out. But today, I've managed to get one of our experts who is top or finished top in our mini league for game week 3. 54 points he finished on, which for most would, you bite your hand off to get anything anywhere close to that. So without further ado, let's bring in Sophie. Sophie, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. How are you, Craig?
Well, not really good after seeing my game week 3 score. But then I saw yours, and yeah, you must be really happy with that game week 3 score.
Yeah, sure. Of course, I'm happy with the score of the team, but still, there's here and there I need to work out on my team.
Yeah, I think you're in the same boat as a lot of us, where we still haven't found out what's actually going wrong with our team, and why certain FPL assets aren't really performing to how we expect them to. But we're going to dive into your team right now and just actually see where you got your 54 points from, who you think's not really performing in your team, and in the future what transfers you're looking to make.
Okay, so I think the best performer for me in my team is definitely the two defenders from Liverpool, Robertson and TAA. Like I said early in the season, I'm going to try to keep both of them in my team for the longest possible. Maybe throughout the season, I hope. And yeah, of course, like most of us, we have a blank captain, KDB, and then the returns from Pereira and two of the guys from Southampton, Ings and Adam. And then I have auto sub Ailing coming in for Podence, who I took a hit -4 for this game week. But then after the transfer, I found out that he actually has an injury, and then I got lucky. Of course, getting Ailing clean sheet for this game week.
Yeah, I think quite a few people got burned with the opponent's injury news as well as Gabriel Jesus. But the double up on Liverpool in defence, that was one which maybe not too many teams have it. And it's really paid off for you this week, hasn't it?
Yeah, sure. I think if you have watched three games right now after the season starts, I think both of them have been good. They've been bombing forward a lot. Some of the debate on Twitter, we heard that TAA actually not playing very well. You can see on the pitch that he's lacking in I think passing accuracy, but still he still possess those good delivery into the box, and those guys like Salah, Mane, and even Robertson get on the end of his cross on the weekend. So for me, I think both of them will be crucial to my team structure throughout the season.
Yeah, let's not forget Trent also hit the bar from that.
Yeah. The long shot.
Yeah, so he's becoming more influential in FPL teams. But as we look through your team, Eric Dyer there, like you, I have him in my team. He was just minutes away from having a clean sheet, which I was clinging on to kind of salvage my game week. And then in the end, as we all know, he conceded a penalty and it was 1-1.
Yeah, it's going to be a long video to talk about the handball. I think you will have another session with all the pundits, the pro pundits. I think maybe that one will be better. You guys can discuss about how the handball rules differs from this season. But for me, I still think that Tottenham actually did well
Yeah.
on that match, defensively and also offensively. So I think there's still hope. I will still keep Dyer, probably bench him for this week against Man United. I don't see how they can cope with Man United attackers. But then again, after the Man United, they will have probably good fixtures for defenders.
Yeah. Yeah, he came close to scoring as well with a free header, which he headed wide and really should have done better. But double up on Man City in midfield. Like I said, Gabriel Jesus out injured. Raheem Sterling given the chance to go up front and really score you some serious points. You must have been really disappointed with his return.
Yeah, I watched that match. I think twice already. The whole 90 minutes. I think probably this one Pep actually probably a mistake, a simple mistake from Pep, changing the structure of the team after they've been behind 2-1, I think, taking out Fernandinho. And then KDB, if you watch the match after Fernandinho get substitute out, KDB was actually playing as a center midfield, so he's quite less effective throughout the position throughout the game.
Yeah, Matthias Pereira. I'm just going to talk about him for a bit. £6 million. He's returned for you in the last 2 games, I believe. And, he's proving to be a real decent FPL asset at that point.
I bench him last game week. I missed out on that. I missed out on the 10 points. Like I said, I didn't listen to Joe. He did advise me to get attackers instead of defenders. Of course, I missed out on the 10 points, but yeah, I like him. He's a baller. I think he's a very good player, good technical skill on the ball. He always looking threatening, carrying the ball into the box or in around the box to get the attacking engine of West Brom moving. So I think I can keep him for probably 4 or 5 game week more.
Looking further up the field in your FPL team, we see Anthony Martial there. We see Che Adams. Now, Anthony Martial still struggling to find any kind of form, any kind of rhythm to his game. A little bit like Man United, to be honest with you. And Che Adams doing a lot right, but not really racking up the FPL points that he's projected to score.
I think Man United actually improved a bit. I think compared to the first match against Crystal Palace. Of course, Brighton is a different opposition. Brighton always look forward to attack compared to Crystal Palace. But I don't know, Martial, man. He's the kind of player who I think it's a bit harsh, but for me, it's selfish. It's because he always you didn't know when he's going to turn up. You didn't know when he's going to. He has this a lazy type of player who's always strolling around the park. But then he's a good technical player, a good dribbler, and of course he's good at shooting from close range and also from distance. Yeah, I think
He's justifying his price tag at the moment.
Pardon?
Is he justifying his price tag for you at the moment?
For me, 9 million. Who I think he's got 2 or 3 shoot on target so far. After 3 game weeks is too expensive for me. I already shipped him out for Jimenez for next game week. I did my transfer early. Yeah. I couldn't hold on to him any longer, man.
And Che Adams, you're happy with his performance so far? Not really with the goals, but got an assist.
I think I'm more happy with Che Adam compared to Martial because when you see when you see how Southampton play after 3 game weeks, he always try to get in and around the chances. And of course, like we see on last weekend, he did create chances also to his teammate. I'm hoping to see Redmond back in the team. Will be Southampton. I think will be more threatening once they have Redmond on the left flank, creating more chance for Ings and hopefully Adams.
Okay, we're going to go on straight to your transfer plans and the transfers that you've made ahead of game week 4. Now, you touched on it just now. You've lost, patience with Anthony Martial for that price tag of 9 million. You've already made the switch to Jimenez, who's priced at 8.5. Did you manage to catch the price rise, or was it after?
Yeah, I catch the price rise. I think it's a right moment for me because Martial also dropped in price. At the same time, Jimenez.
Sorry, Sophie. Can we get your new team up for game week 4?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, there we go. Philosophy's game week 4 team. The transfer he was just talking about was Martial to Jimenez, and you caught the price rise.
Yeah. Because I think for me, also, maybe early in the season, of course, Wolf doesn't have a midweek fixtures. I think, do they?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably a little safe. I'm not saying it's 100% safe. We still have COVID around. And then I have a planned transfer to get other players for the game week later on. So I kind of need that 0.1 million, man.
Yeah. And it goes a long way once it builds up and everything. You mentioned Che Adams. You're keeping the faith. That's fine. Sterling and De Bruyne now. I mean, we all know about what De Bruyne brings to the team. And, it's fair to say that he's probably rotation proof. Do you feel the same way about Raheem Sterling?
Yeah, I think at the moment, after the news of Jesus' injury, I think Pep doesn't have the luxury to rotate anymore. Maybe I don't know whether he will convince enough to play the teenagers for the Premier League fixtures. I don't think so. Of course, yeah. I think he have a quite likely to start on the weekend, and of course, Man City will be up against Leeds. I think it will be one hell of a football match. Probably one of the most tactical encounter between Bielsa and Pep. I think it will be a good match. I think personally, for me, both teams have their chances to win this match. Of course, even Leeds, have you seen against Liverpool, they did not afraid to get attack the big teams. And hopefully that will create more space, more chance for the likes of KDB and of course and also Sterling.
So just the one transfer for you, going into game week 4. Are there plans to make another one, or you're happy with this team going into game week 4?
At the moment, I think I'm probably not going to make any transfer unless we're going to have more news on Podence. I think I probably forced to make a decision if he's out for this weekend and maybe for the longer time. Hopefully he will play. He will play against Fulham. Is a very good fixtures for both. So at the moment, I try to lock my team early. So yeah, that's all the transfer that I need to make at the moment.
There are a lot of good fixtures coming up to this weekend. I'm going to put you on the spot now. I've seen your team. We're all looking at your team. There are a lot of captain options out there. Have you decided who you're going to go with so far, or is it still subject to change?
I think for me, most probably it will be KDB, 90%. I still convinced that Man City will bounce back after the defeat against Leicester last weekend, and he's a good player. He's a fantastic player, very reliable, assists, also goal threats and penalties. So I think most probably KDB will be my captain for the weekend.
Okay, perfect. There you go, KDB. And what about the possibility of Jimenez? Now, not everyone may own KDB. How attractive is Raul Jimenez? Let's forget about that horrific performance against West Ham last week. How attractive is Raul Jimenez as captain for Game Week 4?
I think he's also another reliable candidate for the weekend. Of course, people have the debate of making choices between reliable captain and also the higher ceiling captain. So, of course, Jimenez have been known with having just one or two or the most goals in a match. So I'm going with KDB, hopefully to get more returns. But then again, Jimenez, I think, still a reliable captain option for the weekend against Fulham, who have been, I think, the worst defense at the moment after three game week.
All right, we're going to roll on to the last segment of the day, and it's questions from the community. This is the segment where we take all your questions just before we come on air, and we try to answer them as the best that we can. Philosophy will give you the best advice that he possibly can to ensure that you guys have a good game week. The first question, and actually, to be honest with you, it's the only question that we have for you to answer today, but it's from Red Falcon _30, who asks, Tottenham assets, do we stick or twist except Kane?
I think with a good run of fixtures they will have after Man United this weekend, is either defensive or attacker will, I think, keep at the moment. I think Kane is back at his best, getting at the dangerous area. I think he probably one of those who have a highest shot in the box at the moment. I think 6, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm quite convinced that we are going to see the best of Kane this season. So keep them if you have. Probably not buy them this weekend. Look at how they fare against Man United, and then reassess for the better fixtures starting from game week 5.
Okay, we have the international break that is not too far away from us. As you know, Tottenham do have United this weekend. If you have Kane, the advice from Philosophy is to keep Harry Kane. But what about the other Tottenham assets? Who really screams out to you now that we know that Son Heung-min will be unavailable for this weekend?
I think after we've seen that Tottenham have improved their defense, I think Doherty will come good after the international break. They've been improving a lot, especially on their midfield, and of course the clean sheet will come. And Doherty, as we've seen in the first game week, he did get a good chance in the 6-yard box. So the return will come, and of course for the likes of Dyer and also Davies, you still can keep him. I think the clean sheet will come.
Okay, thank you so much, Philosophy, for coming on here. I know you just got back straight from work, straight onto the show, so I know you must be absolutely tired. But thank you for giving us some.
It's okay, man.
I'm sure the FPL community really appreciate your input. That's all for me, Craig, here at FPL Expectations. If you like this video, do give us a like. If you're not following us on Twitter, please do. It's at FPL Expectations. My Twitter handle is down there. It's at Craig Marias 11. Do follow Philosophy as well if you're not. He gives fantastic stats during the week in the build-up to the game week. And his Twitter handle is at Philosophy if you're not following him already. Please do subscribe to us as well at FPL Expectations on YouTube. It's just down below. Do give us a click. And thank you all. We'll try to get a couple more videos out just before the Game Week 4 deadline. But till then, thank you very much.